The son who stole a kingdom. 4 years. Think about what that number actually means. Not 4 days of tension or 4 weeks of political maneuvering. 4 years of sustained, deliberate, invisible movement operating in plain sight inside David's own kingdom, while David governed, while David worshipped, while David went about his life completely unaware of what was being constructed around him. Absalom didn't hide in the shadows to build his conspiracy. That's what makes 2 Samuel 15 so deeply unsettling. He stood where everyone could see him. Every morning he positioned himself at the city gate, the place where legal disputes were heard, where ordinary people came looking for justice. 2 Samuel 15:2 says, whenever a man had a dispute to come before the king for judgment, Absalom would call to him and say, "See, your claims are good and right, but there is no man designated by the king to hear you." He wasn't just intercepting people, he was making David look like a king who had abandoned his own people. Every grievance Absalom validated was another stone pulled from David's foundation. And then came the personal touch. 2 Samuel 15:5 says, whenever a man came near to pay homage to him, he would put out his hand and take hold of him and kiss him. He wasn't building an army in a field somewhere. He was building devotion one handshake at a time, one conversation at a time, one stolen loyalty at a time. 2 Samuel 15:6 delivers the verdict on 4 years of this. Absalom stole the hearts of the men of Israel, stole, not won, not earned through legitimate leadership, stole. By the time David received word in 2 Samuel 15:13, the hearts of the men of Israel have gone after Absalom, the movement was already too large to contain from within Jerusalem. David had to flee his own city. His own son had constructed a political uprising large enough to take the capital, not through foreign alliance, not through military force, but through 4 years of deliberate conversations at a city gate. 2 Samuel 15:14 captures the speed of the collapse. David said to all his servants who were with him at Jerusalem, "Arise and let us flee, or else there will be no escape for us from Absalom." The conspiracy didn't arrive from outside the palace. It was raised inside it, at David's own table, sustained for 4 years in plain sight. That the greatest threats to what God has built don't always come from enemies on the outside. Sometimes they grow quietly from within.